about the civil rights movement. Today we are reporting about the courageous act of Tommie Smith and John Carlos at the 1986 Olympic Games in Mexico.
Tommie Smith, born in Texas on June 5, 1944, and Dr. John Carlos, born in New York exactly 1 year later, were not only intelligent students, but also very talented athletes. Tommie Smith's biggest successes were in 1967 and 1968, when he set new world records on 200 meters and 400 meters. John Carlos had similar successes also in those years. After they became popular with sports, Carlos became a founding member of the Olympic Project for Human Rights, which organized the boycott of the 1968 Summer Olympics in Mexico City.
After Smith set the world record over 200 meters and became the winner, Carlos made the third place. During the victory ceremony, they made a silent protest against racial discrimination. Standing on the podium, they had their heads bowed, each of them raising one fist. They were wearing no shoes, but only black socks, symbolizing the poverty of blacks. At their upper fist, they were wearing black gloves. The right fist represents black power and strength. The left one stands for black unity. Moreover, Smith wore a black scarf expressing black pride.
On the one hand, some praised the men for their bravery, but on the other hand, some condemned them. The International Olympic Committee felt that the political statement had no place in the international forum of the Olympic Games and said that this action disgraced all Americans. As a result, Carlos and Smith were expelled from the Games and banned from further competitions. Once, Smith commented, "If I win, I am an American, not a black American. But if I did something bad, then they would say, a Negro. We are all black, and we are proud of being black."
This event also had severe consequences on their private lives. In those days, Smith reported, "We are afflicted with additional discrimination because of our behavior. Farmers have put dead rats and manure in the post, and in response to this, my mother died of a heart attack. What is more, John Carlos had to chop up his furniture in order to have firewood. And his wife committed suicide because the life as an outcast was insufferable. We both became unfamous overnight, so that we could not find any jobs. Consequently, both played football for some seasons and became coaches of different sport teams."
As a final suitable quotation, Dr. John Carlos said some weeks ago, "It doesn't appear that we've learned anything. 40 years have passed and we are black in the same situation." Carlos encouraged athletes to follow his example and go with their hearts and their minds if they wanted to make statements about human rights.
This was our today's contribution to John Carlos and Tommie Smith. Thank you for your courage, guys, and thank you out there for listening. See you next week at the same time when we are reporting about the next key figures in the civil rights movement.